Time Was Museum was originally a 7-room apartment on this side, 7 rooms on the other side, and was rented out. It's a 2-bedroom. The room we're in right now is was a kind of a lounge or living room. In this room is cabinets with has everything in it from A to Z, Atherton Club to Cecil's, and many pictures of Elkhart back in the 20s and 30s. And on the the other side is pictures of buildings that are been torn down, like the library and the Cecil brothers in the high school. Postcards, many pictures of the old-fashioned, old-time postcards. And then books, just books of just people of Elkhart and what have you. And this room is very, you spend a lot of time just in this room. This room I call my genealogy room. I have pen annuals back to 1900. I have city directories back to 1860. Many books on homes and pictures of every building downtown when they were built, from the and what was in them, from the bridge all the way to the railroad tracks. And then we have the history over here of everybody that is buried in all the cemeteries: St. Vincent, Rice, Grace Lawn, and Prairie Street, and the history of the funeral directors. And then many books, just history of the various of Elkhart. And then we kind of salvaged some pictures from the old North Side Gym, from the North Side Gym that we have hung up here. Many old basketball pictures. This room we call my restaurant room, and it has many old menus and pictures of old buildings. And of course we have the famous Root Beer Barrel, which was very famous for many years in Elkhart. It finally was torn down in 1972. And just some old utensils, kitchen utensils. This was the dining room, and as you can see, in what it is old newspapers. I have here Elkhart County Times, which was printed in 1958, and the Elkhart Daily Review, which was printed in 1860, and just many things collection. The Alka-Seltzer Commercial Classics. I didn't know I ate all that, but the World War II banners that were put out, because somebody talked, is a sign of a death of one of our soldiers. And the main theme was don't talk about troop movements. That was World War II. And this room here is today a bedroom, but it was the kitchen originally. And as you can see, it's just vintage clothing and various things from the Elkhart High School and what have you, and Civil War, the Spanish War and what have you, uniforms, and just history of the service people. And this has not been remodeled. This was left just the way it was when when the people moved out. The last time there was anybody in here was they moved out in 1952, and it's been that way. And this is one of my favorite rooms. I can give you a haircut. I can fix your teeth. Shine your shoes, wheel you over here to the doctor's office, and if that doesn't work, I can embalm you. in the old days, up until about 1935, when you had passed away, you remained in your home, and you were embalmed, shown, and had the services in the home. And about 1934, they outlawed embalming at homes, that you had to go to a funeral home, and it kind of stopped home funerals. Picture of downtown in 1950s, and Waterfall Drive is, of course, not there. Prairie Street's not there, and quite a few things added since this picture was taken.